Peace, 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 love, prosperity, abundance, self-love, self-care, wisdom, knowledge, patience, understanding, understanding, all the four corners of the earth standing. Family, how you doing? By the way, it's my light, and so, pardon me if the, matter of fact, let me see. Pardon me if the lightning is a little something, right? Family, I have come to a conclusion that I don't want to live in the same house with a man. The person I'm talking to, talked about marriage. And I was like, I don't give a F about marriage. And he said, but what if he's able to change my mind? And I said, I'm not against it. I just don't want to do it. It doesn't make any sense, because if I get married to you right now, you thinking, oh, if I get divorced, I'm going to take half of your property. God has been good to me. I can take care of myself. I can pay my bills. I don't need your property, because I'm not taking it with me if I die. And I'm in my 30s. If I agree to marry you, let's say you die in your 70s. You want me to go through pain, suffering, unhealthy, unhappiness, stress for like 40 years just so you will die and I'll get half of you, I'll get your property? Man, if you die at 70, I'll be right behind you. I'm old too. I'm a great grandmother. What I'm gonna do with your property? What I'm gonna do with your house, your car? I don't need it. If we have kids, if me and you have kids, I want you to make a will and leave all your properties to the kids. I don't need it. Now let me elaborate why I have arrived at this. I've lived with men all my life. I've lived with men. Even after my marriage or my relationship, I still lived with men. And they are messy. They are dirty. Let me give you an example. I went to Texas, and I was there for 2 weeks. When I came back home, I went for two. Before I left, I cleaned the house and I left. My brother were here. My other brothers were here. I have two men in the, matter of fact, three men in the house. When I came back after 2 weeks, the house looks like a garbage area, like a garbage, like that, like we throw trash everywhere, roaches, everything, rats. Bathroom smell like pee, toilet dirty. I lost it. Let me put that on the side. The reason why I don't really see value in marriage, let me explain to you. I grew up with my grandmother and my grandfather. They raised me. My grandfather had two wives. My grandmother was the second wife. So the older wife and then the second wife, which is my grandmother. My grandfather would spend, let's say, 3 days at my grandmother's house, and then he'd go to 3 days at the second wife's house. The second wife didn't work. The first wife didn't work. Never held a job. My grandmother worked. She used to sell wache. Wache is rice and beans, spaghetti or cook. So I'm very good at making wache for my Ghanaians watching. This is what I learned. And then me looking back and the decisions that I've made today. When my grandfather was sick, right? When my grandfather was sick, my grandmother made sure that he was fine. Make porridge in the morning, boil water, put it in the bucket, tell him to go take a bath. My grandmother would make sure, if he can't go to the bathroom, take a bath, my grandmother would get water with a towel, squeeze it, and basically like bed clean him. My grandmother would say, take money, go buy this, let's make some pepper soup. Basically, cared for him. Beautiful. When my grandmother was sick, or every time my grandmother gets sick, do you know who cared for her? Us. Me, my siblings, my grandmother's daughter, which is my aunt. It was the women in the house that took care of her. I will boil water. I'll go and wake her up, mama. If she can't go to the bathroom, sometimes I'll get a towel, I will not do like, naked, but clean her face and stuff like that. Fast forward, I grew up. Even outside my grandmother, the environment that I saw, that the women were everything. The men just go to work. The men do what they do before they got married. Go to work and pay bills. Nothing changed. They get married and they have a doctor, a nurse, like everything. So it wasn't just my grandmother, what I grew up, but even the environment too. Then I became an adult, started dating, married, all of that, and it's the same thing. And today, God has freed me. I got my divorce. I have a beautiful son. I'm okay. I'm good. And then another person want to get married to me. I don't want to do it. Now, this is what I told him. I said, just because I don't want to get married doesn't mean I don't want a relationship. People always get that confused. I want to be in a relationship with you. I want to be your partner. I want to be with you, but I don't want to be married to you. He was like, I get it. Everything you're saying makes sense. I do. But I'm going to be there. If you're sick, I'm going to take care of you. I said, no, you're not. You're just saying that so I could marry you. So I suggested, I said, we could get married, but you stay in your house and I stay in my house. You wake up in the morning, come, like we couples. You're just not going to sleep in my house. You sleep in your own house. You do your own laundry. For cooking, you can come in and eat. You clean your own house. You wash your own clothes. You make your own doctor's appointment. You have to be an adult. Keep your properties to yourself. Because right now, you just want half of my money. You want half of my property. Princess Lynn, I don't want half of you anything. So he asked me, if you live in your house and I live in my house, who's going to pay? Like he said, so am I going to pay for your bills? And I said, yeah, if you truly love me, right? Because you men always say, I pay the bills because I love you. I'm paying all the bills in the house. So if I'm your wife and you truly love me, I don't have to be in your house for you to take care of me, right? I live in my house, you pay the bills. I'm your wife. And then he said, well, then you're not doing what a wife is supposed to do. I said, you see? So that means a wife is a maid. Because right now, if you pay my rent, you're going to bring me your dirty clothes to wash. Cooking, I eat. I cook 99.9% of the time. So cooking is not a problem for me. But you're not marrying me because you love me. You marry me because you want me to wash your clothes, literally be a maid to you. So I ask, what do I get? I'm going to provide all the services just to wait for you to die and get half of your property? He couldn't say a word. I said, if you truly love me and you want to be with me, because I want a partner. I want somebody who wants me. I don't want somebody who want to come into my life and they're thinking that, oh, Princess just want my money. I want you. And I want you to want me. And I know I tell some of my girlfriends, they were like, you crazy. I said, I'm not crazy. You don't know anything yet. I don't want to live in the same house with a man. That doesn't mean I don't want to be in a relationship with you. You could stay in your house and I'll stay in my house. You wake up in the morning, come over. You, my husband, come over. You will do everything that couples do, but when it's nighttime, you got to go to your house. Now, if we get divorced, you don't have to worry about me taking your house. You keep your house because you had the house before I came. So you keep your house. You have your car, right? You have this, all the things you bought before me, or take it. I don't want it. Some people say I'm wrong, but I know I am wrong. If you're watching this video, what do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Because it seems like when you say you don't want to marry them, and it's like, oh, you don't want me. I didn't say I don't want you. I can marry you, but you stay. We're not going to live in the same house. If you want to be with me, you got to give me what I give you. I'm coming in because I'm coming in. I'm that person that if you can't go to the bathroom, my ex will throw up. I will literally take the garbage. Do you know how nasty it is to clean somebody's throw up? I did that. I hated it, but I had to do it. Take the trash, we throw everything out. But when I'm sick and I throw up, I have to get my ass up and go empty the trash. When my grandfather was sick, he don't think about anything. But when my grandmother is sick, she's thinking. He's thinking about dinner. He's thinking about my grandfather. When my husband was sick, he's just sick. He's just thinking about how he's going to get better. I'm thinking about how he's going to get better. When I'm sick, but I'm thinking, who is going to be doing the laundry? Gosh, I'm going to have laundry that's packed, dishes, the house is dirty. There's nothing in there for me. It's literally free labor. Until I find somebody who's going to give me what I give them, I'm going to be the way I am. And I'm the type of woman, if you fake it to marry me, the real you will come out and I will divorce you. I'm okay. I don't see the benefit of that. And so if you're watching this video, this is some of the reasons why I don't want to live in the same house with a man. It's just too much work. Now that there's nobody here, I'm good. It's nice and peaceful and quiet. If I don't clean my house for a month, I know what trash is here. If I don't want to do the dishes, it's only one dish. If I'm sick and I'm laying there, I know I don't have to. I'm not thinking about, oh my God, my bathroom is dirty. I have to clean the toilet. I have to clean the sink. I'm not thinking about none of that. Okay? And to me, you see this hand? When I get in the shower, I do this. Right? This hand cannot wash this part of my body. That's why God gave me this side. So I use this side and then wash this side. That's how relationship is supposed to be. But you cannot have the woman doing everything and you just do what you was doing before you got married. Pay bills. Paying bills doesn't guarantee you a wife. If that's the case, I'm paying bills. I need a wife. I'm serious. I want a partner. And then recently I found out, oh, I am so sick of this world. I found out that when I say I want a partner, somebody said I like girls. I said, what do you mean? She said, because she said you want a partner. I said, yeah. I want a partner. I want partnership. Since when did looking for a partner became gay? Why are you people like this? When my friend said it, I said, yes, if that's the case, then I like women. If me saying I want a partner makes me to like women, then I love women. Because my ex-husband was my partner, even though he didn't show the partnership. My boyfriend after that was, everybody I've been in a relationship, I always consider them my partner. You see this light bulb? Let me show you. Look up here. This went off. You know who changed it? I did. When you don't marry a partner and you marry a liability, you will be driving and you will call you, baby, how do I change this light bulb? But if you have a partner, your partner will know how to change this. When you have a liability, when you are sick, it's over for you. But when you have a partner, just like this hand washes this hand will wash it, washes that. Everything in this planet is being labeled. So yes, I want a partner. And if that makes me a lesbian, a gay, whatever you're labeling it, then I am. A lot of married women won't tell you the pain they're going through because hurt people hurt people. They want you to come and suffer too. They're not telling you the truth, but I've found my truth. If I agree to marry, you must live in your house and I live in my house. You wake up in the morning, we come together. Come on, come eat. Come on, baby. You do everything a husband and a wife will do, but you have to go to your house and sleep. Let me end it here. Thank you, family. I love you. I know some of you will agree, some of you will not agree, but this is what I want for my life. And just because I said I don't want to marry you, doesn't mean I don't want you. I don't want your properties. I'm not taking, you see, if I die today, everything here will be left. My sofa, everything will be left. Nothing will be taken. All, even this body, I will leave it here. So why should I be sitting here waiting on a man to marry me so I could break up, I could get divorced, and or if he die? Let's not even talk about divorce. If he die, I could get the properties. I could get his SSI. Why do I need to have that mentality that I'm going to be with Michael, and when Michael die, I'll take all his properties? I don't want that. I want somebody that I can grow old with, that we can be there for each other, hold each other's hand when we old, like, I'm here, you crazy cookie here. You know, if I'm not okay, my partner will be like, oh, baby, your sauce came off. Let me put it off. I wear glasses. Sometimes I'm watching TV, I'll pass out. My partner should have sense and say, oh, my baby is sleeping. Let me take these glasses off. It's not that hard. I'm nobody's maid. It's your mother's job to cook and clean for you. I'm not your mother, not your maid. You don't expect me to cook and clean. I can't be a wife to you and a mother at the same time. It's too work. I can't. You only being a husband, paying bills. That's all you do. And the woman has to do the house duty, the mother duty, and the wife duty. That's why some of y'all men not getting no pussy. Because she's tired. Thank you for watching. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me, but this is me. If you want to marry me, stay in your house. That's all. Yes. And if you want to prove that you really, really know what love is, because Asians time, if you want to talk about marriage, Asians time, it wasn't about love. A man will marry a woman and they will live separately, but the man will still take care of the woman. So if you truly want to go to Asians time, then you live in your house and I live in my house. Just pay my bills. That's what a man do. But you're not though, right? Exactly. And as a boy mom, I'll teach my son. If you're going to get married, I'll let him know all of this. My son will cook and clean and do all of this thing. My son is part of the 1%. He is. He will. He must. Probably by the time they grow up, the whole marriage thing will be dissolved. Again, if you're a religious person, don't get mad at me. Jesus Christ didn't get married. And it's even in the Bible. I forgot the verse. So this is why I arrived that I don't want to live with a man. They're just dirty. It's too much stress dealing with them. I'm done. That doesn't mean I don't want to be in a relationship, okay? And I will not stop saying it. I want a partner. And if you think partnership is considered a gay relationship, then so be it. Because if you follow these people on this planet, you will not be happy. If me saying I want a partner makes me gay, makes me a lesbian, then yes, so it be. If a lesbian, if I have a wife and she will cook and clean and cater for me like a wife would do for a husband, then I will take that. Enough with this labeling. Asking for a partnership in your relationship is considered gay. Are you serious? Well, this is my life and I've made my decision. Thank you for watching. One love.